In ancient Greece, philosophers shaped civilization with brilliant ideas. Today, two women with questionable ideas shape this documentary.
Thousands of years ago, Plato invented ideas. Before that, people just were thinking them without really meaning them.
Today, we're asking the big question: should art make you feel things, or should it make you behave?
Plato was a philosopher of ancient Greece, born around 427 before Christ in Athens. He used to think that the artist must capture works that glorify the city's values and keep it away from vice, which meant that the state can impose the type of art that the artist creates. At some point, it brings up the question, to what extent it's legitimate that the artist reflects whatever, regardless of whether it can be judged as something immoral or contrary to the interest of the third parties.
This man is pretending to be Plato. Either that or he is just really lost.
Greetings, Plato. What is it like inventing new things?
Heavy is the burden of wisdom.
Do you invent something more useful like the air fryer?
No, I concern myself with justice, virtue, and the ideal city.
A bit selfish, don't you think?
No, I sought to create a city where justice rules and art serves virtue.
So, no karaoke then.
Only hymns, praising the good and the true.
What about painting a big picture of a dog with sunglasses?
If it teaches courage or wisdom, it is acceptable. If it stirs mirth, laughter, or folly, it is forbidden.
Goodbye, Internet.
How will people know how to cope with life without means?
I only believe in reason, discipline, and the contemplation of the past.
Sounds exhausting. Dr. Charles, Plato thought that art should be censored because it could make people have too many emotions. Was it because Plato himself was allergic to feelings?
Not exactly. Plato believed that art could steer irrational parts of the soul, distracting citizens from their duties and virtues.
So basically, Plato thought people might hear sad music after a heartbreak and then forget about their homework.
In a way, yes. He feared the strong emotions could destabilize both the individual and eventually the entire city or population.
Right. Like when you read one book and suddenly you think it's a good idea to become a cave diver.
Well, no.
Did Plato ever cry to a movie such as La La Land, or he was too busy banning poems?
Well, there were no movies in ancient Athens, but he did criticize poets like Homer for portraying the gods behaving badly.
Zeus running around turning into swans and seducing people. Then, the youth might think that's normal.
Exactly. Plato wanted citizens to model themselves after noble, virtuous examples and not chaotic, emotional ones.
Ban swans, ban movies, ban brain rot, leaves only statues of thinking men.
I mean, Plato wasn't against all forms of art or expression, just the ones that didn't serve a moral or educational purpose.
Sounds a bit tiring to run a country where everyone is allowed to feel about 3 out of 10.
Well, that's a modern way to put it.
Thanks, I got a 6 in philosophy.
While Plato dreamed of a city perfected by order and virtue, history has shown us that the control of art by the state rarely produces justice and often silences truth. When rules dictate what arts can create, imagination dies, and society that censors emotion, deserts, or uncomfortable beauty does not preserve virtue, it strangles it. Freedom of art is not just freedom to entertain. It is the freedom to question, to provoke, to reveal what a society must need to see, even when it would rather look away.